Alright. There you go, 1993. Yeah, based on the television program, of course, Game Tech. Don't know who they are. But there you go. Family Feud. Let's see, one family to practice. One family game it is. Thank music timer. Sure. Family name. Let's see. I kind of want to go with something random, but just give me the usual. Okay, that wasn't the button that I wanted. Oh, you can change family. Or color. You know what I mean. Let's see, I'm not a redhead. Some of these... Okay, it's looping, actually. There's no, like, blonde, or there's no, like, light hair color. That looks pretty red to me. You know, we'll go with that. Keep forgetting the Genesis pad has, like, these crazy inputs. Can't put a number in there, so... Oh well. A code now. Not playing again. Family 2. The Jones. Besides a ball, name something that is thrown in the game or contest. Besides a ball. Shit. I didn't mean to cuss at the beginning of the video. Damn. Too late now. Well, you got me. Actually. Horseshoe? I don't know what you're talking about. I keep forgetting the Genesis has 3 buttons and they're not in the same position. That is so obnoxious. I know I talk shit about Nintendo's controller schemes, but it's so jarring to get used to the Genesis pad with ABC buttons. Oh, thank you. We got $1,000. Or bullseye. Name something people keep on top of the TV. This is 1993, so I'm just gonna say antenna. If I can spell it right. Wow, you're kidding me? TV guide? It's not the, is that not the same thing? You'd probably keep the DVR and stuff like that at the bottom, though. Name a public place where women sometimes put on makeup. I'm assuming public wouldn't mean bathrooms, so... It could be a public bathroom. I don't know. I was gonna say cafe, but restaurant works. Maybe when you're not doing anything. Waiting for the food, shit. We'll play a few rounds. I'm running out of time. That timer is not helpful. No. Oh, 3,000. Bullseye. I don't remember there being a bullseye thing. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but... Name something you just can't start the day without. Is it Jones gonna answer? Yeah, there you go. Brushing teeth. I'm gonna up the thing here. So yeah, I just wanted to not do anything strenuous today. Just you know, do something relaxing that'll get my brain going for the day. Yeah, I don't know about this bullseye round. I thought it was gonna be the usual Family Feud, you know, back and forth, but I don't know. When you bite into a chocolate, which filling do you hope for? Well, it's usually caramel. I'm not a big fan of peanut stuff, but I mean, I'll eat it. Like a Snickers bar. I guess we'll just keep going the bullseye rounds until we get to like the actual. There you go. Is that the Weasley family and George Bush at the left or right? Can't really make a. Can't make references with those. Out of 100 people surveyed, the top 7, blah, blah, blah. Past or present, real or fictional. Name a famous Andy. You got me. I don't know any. You got me. Andy Griffith. Okay, that does sound familiar, actually. Yeah, I mean, you got me on this one. Yeah, you already said it, you know. Well, I guess we pass automatically, so on to the Jones. I can only name present-day Andys. Mind you, I am old, but I'm not 1993 old, so they can have this one. We won most of the bullseye rounds. We're making bank right now. No clue who that is. Could have gone older, too. I know there's older versions of Family Feud and stuff. I mean, hell, most people are lost. That's not Steve Harvey, so. Emos and Andy. Don't know who these are. And I know the CPU is going to get them all, so, I mean, you can just skip this whole round. Okay, the name Andy Warhol does ring a bell. Unfortunately, but that's not one of the things that I would get at the top of my head. That sucks. They are not missing. God damn. But yeah, anyway. I want to see how popular this video might be. Or stream. I did think about making actual videos, but I think my editing skills are not. They're kind of stuck in like the early 2000s. So I don't think I'd make a good job at that. Best I can do is cut and paste together different clips or something. Yeah, you don't have to show me. I didn't know any of them besides like Andy Warhol because the name just sounds familiar. You don't need to show me. Out of 100 people surveyed, the top 6 answers are on the board. Name something normally worn only by children. Shit, I didn't think about this. Normally worn only by children. I would say hats, but not really. I don't know why I'm thinking of Japanese kids. Obviously, baby shoes are not gonna be on there, but you know, I gotta stop clicking without thinking half the time. 6 things that only children wear. What, costumes? Maybe I'm thinking too inside the box. Excuse me? Oh, even the Jones don't know. Isn't that a bitch? I've never seen them answer that before, by the way. If I say pacifier, that's going to be more of a baby thing, not a children thing. I might as well try, because you said diapers. We'll just pretend you're part of this family here. Well, you could have just specified children and infants or something. I'm not going to get them all, but, you know. Might as well get as far as we can. Mind you, some terminology and references are going to be from the 90s as well. Maybe like the late 80s. Well, you got me. I feel like onesies is a modern word, but maybe not. I was gonna say One Piece, but this isn't that kind of anime. Also, I'm sure they'd want like specific answers. So, yeah, it's over. Okay, we're not starting out really good, actually. Some of these are pretty bad. I need some better trivia here, not some bullshit. Training bra. This was going to be my next choice, but I didn't think it would be counting infants. Plastic pants, braces, mittens. I don't know, people in the 90s thought different, because never would have thought of some of those, but we have 0 points total? Are we that bad? What about the bullseye round? Alright, 4. What might a polite person say instead of huh? Huh? As in like, what? There's only 4 choices. I feel like I can name like 3 and that's about it. Is there a space? Yeah. Do I need no, I don't need to put interrogation marks. We'll just take the answer like that. We'll play. You know what I mean. Yep, pardon moi. I don't like when they do ABC shit. I guess I'm just so used to QWERTY keyboard layouts. Huh? Huh? I'm just assuming, yeah, they're talking about like somebody that didn't understand what you just said. All of these are terms you don't really hear nowadays anyway, but oh well. We have 219 on the board. Getting close to Jones. Sorry? Some of these always change, no matter the, what you're saying. It just changes the way you say it. Changes in the way you say it. You know, it could be aggressive, could not. Huh? Huh? I feel like some of that time is wasted with me typing. It's not a what type of thing, it's more of a what type of thing. Huh? Okay, you got me. Huh? I mean, I'll try it, but don't we lose all the points? Probably. You can steal the bank with one correct answer. Alright, we got the Huxtable family here about to steal. Oh, for fuck's sake. That is so stupid. I was gonna say, I wonder how the stream's gonna do after cussing in the first 10 minutes. That's what they say, don't they? You can't really do that, but, you know. I gotta do some extensive research just to kind of look into that. Hopefully it's not the case, but... No, I'm not letting the computer play the fast money round. Oh, because we lost. Gee, thank you. Alright, let's do that again. Bullseye round is gonna stay. Why not? We got the other half of the Weasley family and Jeffrey Epstein on the right. Oh, finally. Well, no, these are the same, actually. I don't know who these guys are. I can't think of a reference. I'm gonna stick with Bush Jr. there. Don't have a code, so. McCormick. Interesting. Name an occupation where a man's wife might wait up for him late. Police. Could've gone doctor, but... Yeah, you gotta think fast, I guess. Yeah, bullseye. Name a food you like so much that you'd hate it to be allergic to it. I feel like chocolate would be the obvious choice back in the day. Even though right now, at my old age, I think chocolate's kind of sometimes nasty. It makes me feel sick. Peanut butter might be another American choice as well, I guess. You don't see that kind of thing outside the US. They give me a magazine with a one-word name. Times. Or Time magazine. Bullseye. Lifestyle magazine. Fitness magazine. Some weird shit like that. Give me a word or phrase containing the word chip. Computer chip. And they don't just want a one-word answer. They want chip to be in the name of the answer, I'm assuming. Wasting 20 seconds just typing, so half the time you get is just for actually typing it, not actually figuring it out. Kind of unfair, but it is what it is. Okay, sure. Chip dip? I was about to say, you gotta be shitting me. Name a food some people say is good for you, but others say is bad. Some people say is good for you, but some others say it's bad. I don't know, red meat? To be fair, we live in an age, ever since the turn of the millennium, where everything gives you cancer, everything kills you, but everything is also healthy and everything dispels cancer at the same time, so... Whenever there's a study, you know, usually it's best to just disregard it. Or, you know, read other studies and research yourself. Don't ever just take a simple study at face value. That's all I'm saying. Look at that. $16,000. Back then, that's enough for maybe like a house and a half. Paid off. Top 7 answers on the board. Name something you eat that makes you thirsty. Potato crisps. Nah. I would say potato chips, but anything salty really would do. 7 though. You got me on that. Pickles, I guess. Not really a fan myself. The next choice would have been potato chips. But other than that, maybe anything salty, so like pizza or whatever. Anything extremely salty would be even worse. Ham. Never in my life have I gone, I'm thirsty after eating a ham sandwich. Okay, that's them. We could probably go on to like a different version of Family Feud as well. I don't think I had that many. I have Wheel of Fortune, but that's not the same thing. There you go. So what the hell is number 1? What, straight salt? It's like they're reading my mind. Their faces are kind of creepy. Also, yeah, you give up. Nice. I wonder if there's a difficulty slider, because that's kind of silly. They could have just made a mistake normally. Popcorn? Probably, yeah. Probably filled it up with more sodium than you would take in a lifetime back in the day just so you would buy the drink. Probably do that now. Yeah, I'm not getting 3. I don't know. Unless they can do it. Crackers. That's a very 90s, early 2000s answer. Nobody eats crackers anymore, I'll be honest with you. Nobody eats cookies at all either. Pretzels, that would have been my next answer. I was thinking of that. But they haven't actually struck out yet, so. I got nothing now. Peanuts, okay. You got it. Yeah, but I'm thinking more like Gen Alpha. Late Zoomers, probably. Your total points. Yeah, thank you for rubbing it in. McCormick's, which don't really look at all like McCormick's, but top 5 answers are on the board. Name a place of business where armored trucks make pickups. There can only be so many, unfortunately, but bank. Nah, we're all old here. Name a place of business where armored trucks make pickups. Prison. Which I'm assuming they're bundling up with jail as well, so. No. Forget me then. Alright. Let's see. Jail then, I guess, but I don't think they'd use the word penitentiary. I don't know why the word notary is coming to mind, but I don't think that would be a bank. Same with money exchange places and I don't know about government places. Police stations, maybe? Try jail just because, maybe. Unless they mean like actual money pickups, in which case they need to specify that a little bit. Alright, actual pickups of money. Because what else would be armored? Jeweler. Is that even how you spell it? I don't know. No, probably not. Oh well, you got me. Wow, we're really not doing good today, huh? Don't say department store. Why in the hell would a armored truck be needed at a department store? A grocery, a casino, probably, okay, a restaurant. Mind you, an armored truck. Oh my god. We need to at least get some points on the board so we can get to the final round. Because this is totally stupid right now. Let's see. Name something you tear into little pieces before you throw it away. An easy rubber. Yeah, but you don't see, like, food trucks full of, like, apples and shit from a grocery just being armor. Shit. Personal files, but that wouldn't really... Here are little pieces we can throw it away. Okay, mail. I mean, you should, because your, you know, dumpster diver buddies might get into it, but... Okay, well, forget me then. I don't think they'll accept business documents right away. Okay, that's kind of crazy. McDonald's. I don't think I've ever seen armored trucks like that in the US. I've seen them abroad. That's kind of normal. We're not in the 90s anymore. Nobody's robbing trucks like in movies anymore. And if they are, then they're caught like a day later, so. We live in the digital age. Not the same as before. I don't know if they want me to be specific or not, but like office documents, personal files, doctors, stuff, I don't know. I want to at least get to the final round once with our family. See, they're not gonna get it either, because like, this is so stupid. Just give me the answers. Okay. Air into little pieces before throwing it away. In trash? I'll just say personal files, because that's all I can think of. It was probably more easy to rob identities back in the day, because obviously you just dumpster dive, get some mail from somebody. But yeah. A love letter? Maybe. We'll see what they have to say. If they, you know, give us the answer at some point. You're just gonna go back and forth. Checks? But you don't really keep checks, do you? Don't they take those at the bank? Unless you're talking about, like, you know, checks you just write, just to write. You know, maybe they came out wrong or something, but they still have, like, personal info on there. A money order? I don't know. Again, they're wanting me to be very specific, so... A letter. Okay, so mail doesn't count then? Yeah, I got nothing right now. Something before you throw it away. So something you would throw away, but you have to shred or destroy. Shit. Uh, bills maybe? Okay. No. Huh. I don't fucking know. Bonds? Do those even exist anymore? In the year 2025? I give up. A credit card? I've seen people cut them, even though I keep them. Well, they were debit cards. I'm not stupid enough to... What am I? This is what I get for talking. Talking while I type. Yeah, I'm not stupid enough to have a credit card. Bonds market is losing its shit. That's something they can worry about. I haven't invested into any market yet, so don't matter to me right now. Honestly, as long as something collapses, I think the world would be better off. Anything else? I don't know. What if I just say files? You would have to shred them for company espionage or whatever. No, let's see what they have. Hopefully they don't have anything. The McCormick's looking all pissed off over there. Oh, look. We won something. Even the AI doesn't know that. Credit card receipt. You couldn't be any more specific. You could have just said receipt. And I hope that would have counted. Do you even tear up receipts? I just kind of hoard them in like a little area or just throw it away. Nice, we got some points. We're not doing too bad, finally. But I think they got more points. But yeah, if we can make it to the finals, name something that must operate on a strict time schedule. Something that must operate on a strict time schedule. They want me to be really specific, which really sucks, so... either trains or the metro. I'm gonna just say trains. Although, if you live in New York, then not really, but... Close enough. So we could say metro, we could say airport, buses, public transportation, literally. Airlines. Yeah, okay, you got me. Airport would have been out instantly, even though Steve Harvey would have known what I'd say. So. But no, they got it. The game wants me to be specific. They got it. Oh, wow, okay. They're giving up. Yeah, we're gonna go to the final round and then try to see what other Family Feud game I have. I'm not gonna play a different game because I've already had the title going. Bus. Trying to think of something else. School, probably. Wow, it read my mind. My next choice would probably be like the mail, you know, post office, or, you know, the metro. But yeah, all these things don't really go to schedule, besides maybe school, because, you know, I want to be hard asses about that. Obviously, government's not one of them. One correct answer. Can you imagine if we don't get the one correct answer? So either mail, metro, or... what else? It's something that operates on a strict schedule, so it's not... it's not like a job specifically or something like that. So I guess mail is gonna be it then. Oh, well, never mind. We fucked up anyway. TV. Work. Work was gonna be one of my choices, but I thought that was really fucking stupid of an answer. TV makes sense. You got me. You have lost. Better luck next time. 249. Oh, you actually lost the whole thing? Are you kidding me? They had more points? Sega, yeah, get me in. Stick to the bullseye round. I don't think it really matters. It's just a bit more extra time padding. I don't want to play with Epstein right there, so... gonna go with the, well, the Huxtables here, essentially. There's only, like, 3 families. I don't know if the other versions, like the Super Nintendo one, has more, but... I think they're kind of the same thing. Andrew's family. Name something that makes you irritable. Irritable. They're probably not gonna take this answer, but yelling, hollering, screaming, hooting and hollering. This game. Slightly. Screaming would have been a better choice, or loud noises. Lack of money. Lack of sleep. Bullseyes don't really matter, so we're gonna keep going. What kind of equipment do people bring along on a camping trip? A hunting rifle is probably a good choice, but they're not gonna have it here, so... tent. I do realize there's like a few seconds, like 10 seconds maybe of delay, but it is fine. What seems to be the most important thing in your spouse's life? Your spouse, I don't know. Oh, well, shit. I didn't really think about this one. Kids. Okay, I guess. Aside from your own spouse. You know, the kids that are next. Obviously. Food? Good. I was about to say. Name something that kids skip. Class. That one seems too obvious. Probably the #1 choice. Bullseye. Bullseye. Name a specific food with a high fat content. You got me. Doesn't dairy stuff have fat in it? Am I stupid for thinking that? Or am I thinking of, like, some other type of food? Yeah, I'm thinking of some other shit. Avocado. I don't know. I'm not good at knowing these things. That's a dairy product, too. I just eat whatever I want, to be honest. Alright, fast money round. Yep. Really wish I had Steve Harvey talking right now. Name something about which men are really boys at heart. What? Name something about which men are really boys at heart. Okay, if you read it in a certain tone, it makes more sense. Basically, they're saying name something in which men can be boys at heart. Sports. Maybe. Maybe video games or movies. Oh, we'll play for a bit. I don't think we're gonna make it. But, yeah. Now, in the 90s, very good movies, so, I mean, obviously, I would say you can get pretty lost in some pretty good entertainment. Or not. Forget everything I ever said. Video games. Which, believe it or not, is not a children's hobby or toy, and it hasn't really been since, like, the 1980s, I would say. Okay, well, forget me then. I don't know why, but this just kind of resonates in my mind right now. Oh, but Christmas is in there. Should have put Kwanzaa or some shit. Love. Love makes you be a kid at heart? I didn't know that. What a dumb fucking... Toys, cars, being sick. Okay, these are some very specific ones. Yeah, we're losing. We're never getting to the final round. Okay, 4 answers are on the board. Name something everyone loses at some time besides hair and temper. Oh, they answered quickly. Name something somebody loses sometimes besides hair and time? Hair and temper. Okay. Don't we get the whole thing if we just answer a right one? So what's the point of going first then? I think wallet would go with money. I'll be honest. I can try at the final, but... I was gonna say, shit. My glasses. Wow, you can be a bitch sometimes. This is so stupid. Now I can't think of anything else, so... What about remote, then? We are never making it to the final round. Everybody loses a TV remote back in the day. That's a whole trope. Apparently not. We're not in the 2000s yet. Okay. Even they don't know. Teeth? Wait. Okay, these are very, very non-specific questions that require specific answers. But okay, you got me. I hope we're winning. Yes, we are. Eat shit. Name something you'd see at a seance. Candles. Candles, incense, which is probably candles, and... I'm assuming they mean a stereotypical seance. Now I got nothing. Besides incense, tarot cards. Medium. Okay, a psychic. Same thing, really. Let's see. A seance. Now, do they... Like, what do they mean by that? Like a psychic seance? Like a ghost seance? Like, what? It'd probably want me to put board, too. Yeah, fuck. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe it's a fortune-telling seance. Maybe I'm being stupid and this isn't actually anything. I already tried that. Unless they want me to put board as well. But I don't think so. Crystal ball. You can't tell if they're being stereotypical or if they're being serious about seances back in the day. Because for all it's worth, I could have just said Bible and cross, you know? Okay, what else? What, curtains? I'll try incense just because. But I can't spell it, so never mind. So, a stereotypical fortune teller's place of residence. Yeah, I got nothing. You don't see those much every day anymore, really. I'll try to spell it, but I don't think it's gonna be right. It might just be with candles, but I think it's with an E. Incense, not incest. Close enough. I swear to God, that's not what I wanted to spell. I was this close to spelling incest for a second, and then the word just kind of went in. Yeah, incense. There you go. Don't ask me what was going through my mind at this exact moment in time. Table holding hands. That's stupid. It was asking for objects and things. Not, you know, a table or holding hands. A table is a given. At that point, just say curtains, wall, you know, floor. I don't know. I was trying to think of the word incense. And I just kind of... Something a woman never travels without. Purse. They're gonna say makeup, and I'm gonna be pissed off. Money. Okay, I'm doubly pissed off because I was gonna say that next. Let's see. Makeup. Brush. Phones weren't a thing. Portably. I hope they don't want me to specify hairbrush. Okay, maybe they do, and I'm not gonna bother. We'll try all the alternatives before I start guessing myself. Why the fuck did I say mirrors? This is what I get for talking while I'm typing. Now, is makeup one word or two words? Who knows? That was a given. Hopefully they give up on the next one. So, we're still winning by a big margin. Okay, time to try this out again. I'm assuming hand mirror goes with makeup, but I'm gonna try it anyway. You know, in the singular sense. Never mind. They can't, hopefully, get this. Credit card might be a good answer, but that... God damn it. You do not carry a hairdryer with you. Maybe it said traveling. But I thought it was just going out, you know. We didn't win. 292. 280. Okay, maybe we are gonna win. Oh, we're still going. Name something kept in a bowl in the living room. Besides fish, fruit. Yes, candy. Although, if you're an older person, maybe. Nuts. Again, if you're over the age of 60, probably. Or you work in a bar, which again, I don't think those things exist anymore. Nuts in a bowl. Pretty much anything fun and nice socially has gone extinct. So, you know, think like that when we're thinking in like modern terms. Bread. Chips. In the yeah, I'll try that next, but in the 2000s maybe. I don't think they were doing things like nachos and shit back in the day. What else would be in a bowl besides fish? I'll try that last. No, not popcorn. It would have to be kept in the living room. Popcorn is one of those things you just make and then dump. But I can try it last if fish actually works. It is a bowl, so you can't tell me nothing. Better hope the other team doesn't get a damn thing if we lose. I'll be really pissed off if they actually have the answer. Something kept in a bowl in the living room. Not ashes, because that'd be an urn. I wanted to say sweets or something, but that would be candy, and, you know, pastries and stuff would have been bread, which I don't think worked. So it is what it is. They are dying to get the answer. Yeah, exactly. If I don't know, then you don't know. Nobody wins. Exactly. Flowers. You sure? Okay. It's not exactly a pot, but I guess a bowl, like a fish bowl with just water and flowers in it, I guess. If you're like over the age of like 45, I suppose. Your family will play the fast money round. Press any button when you're ready to play. Fast money round. I think I remember this round from watching old clips. Okay. Name a compartment in a refrigerator. Compartment. Freezer. I don't think that's gonna be right. And if I say like milk drawer or like not milk drawer, fruit drawer or something like that, we're gonna go with that. Name the month when you do your spring cleaning. Shit. It's not winter, spring, I think. It'd be too hot in the winter or summer, I think. That's probably winter. God damn it. Wait. I'll name a month. Okay. I'm an idiot. April. We're losing time because I'm a dumbass. I was thinking of other shit. Name a toy kids play with in the bathtub. I'm not gonna be able to spell this on time. That kind of sucks. We have 20 seconds on the board. Rubber duck. I don't know how many other toys you could play in the bathtub. Name a form of transportation in New York City. The Metro. Oh shit. MTRO. Name the age of child's hardest to control. 2. Freezer. I knew it. April. Number one answer. Number one answer. There you go. What, the subway then, you jackasses? Number one answer. Okay, the age is kind of stupid. Because it could be anywhere between 0 and like 10 or 12. Taxi, I guess, yeah. We'll try that. I don't think there's buses in New York. New compartment refrigerator. Compartment. I don't think they have a name. You know? I don't fucking know, but did they even have ice dispensers back in the day? I'm sure they did. Some of the technology back in the day was pretty advanced, you know? Name a month, blah, blah, blah. May. Or is May... Okay, we'll do March. That's not winter. Winter ends a little bit after February. Or around that time. We got a minute on the board. Name a toy kids play with in the bathtub. Boat. Or toy boat. I don't think kids play with anything in the bathtub anymore because I don't think they even use bathtubs anymore. Let alone play with toys. They probably have an iPad on the bathtub if they do. Name a form of transportation in New York City. Taxi. Name the age a child is harder to control. 3. No, because that's stupid. Okay. You just took boat? Okay. And we won. Nice. We finally won a round of Family Feud. We got $1,100. Or no, wait, that's $11,000. Okay. Returning champion. You can just save your family, I guess. I don't know why I would do that, but I want to see what other Family Feud games I have, and then we'll see if we're dumber than a pile of rocks. There we go. $11,000. And it just ends like that. There's nothing else to it. I am gonna move my screen because, you know, I kind of have to. Let's see, this work? Yeah, this works. Now, let's see. Let's quit out of that. Let's see. Family Feud. Any console that I would have a game like this on? I know the Super Nintendo has a version, but it's the same exact thing. Yeah, it's the same exact thing. There's a NES version, which is probably much, much older, and that's gonna be a bitch. There's the Nintendo DS version. There's the Game Boy version. So we can probably go back in time, or we can go a little bit forward in time. You know, it's up to whoever's choosing. Probably gonna cut this out. But yeah, we're gonna go with the Game Boy version, I think. Yeah, it's 2010 edition. And the Game Boy Advance one is probably 2005, maybe, or something like that. 2003. The Game Boy Color went on for quite a long time, if you didn't know. We're gonna go with the 2010 edition just because I'm feeling a little curious. Oh, but then I have to change the screen onto like the DS stuff. And I'm too lazy to do that right now. You know. They even have settings for that. No, I don't. That'd be too much work. So we're gonna go with the Game Boy. What did I do? The Game Boy Advance version. Just cuz. Gonna have to set the volume and all that. Oh, you can ignore all those little messages. Okay, let's see what the volume's like on this one. Low enough. No year on this. It looks pretty low quality compared to the other versions we played, but music sounds like shit. Doesn't sound like Family Feud. But okay. Options. Text dialogues, minimal. What does that mean? Full? I go full. Standard game. Player versus computer. Let me change the screen size for this, so the horizontal people can look better at the screen. Okay, player versus computer. Going medium, because we're not, you know, brain dead. Pick a family, we'll go with the Smith family. I think we're good. Hello and welcome to Family Feud. First family to reach 300 points gets a shot at the $20,000 prize. That's enough for 1 year of college. Good job. Let's meet the Smith family. Well, you look like a bunch of jackasses. McGee family. Okay, they look like even worse jackasses, but give me the top answer and try to buzz in quickly. We surveyed 100 people asking them a profession that requires schooling past college. Okay, maybe I should have turned off some of the okay, 10 seconds. Oh my god. Doctor. Okay, those seconds are going by pretty slow. So. Not that big of a deal. Nice. Yeah, I should have toned down the dialogue then, because this shit's gonna take forever. But can we make it to the $20,000 reward? Yeah, we'll play. This has a little bit more interactability, but it's also kind of slower. We're still looking for a profession that requires schooling past college. There are, it doesn't say how many, I didn't read all that, but Oh shit, you got me. Oh man. Oh man. You got me. No, let me type. Let me type. No, that's not what I wanted. Ah shit. Okay, you got it. Four answers. This is getting hard. A profession that requires schooling past college. So, university and higher, like a doctorate, something like that. A surgeon would go into doctor, you know? So, professor would not be in there, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Not that I don't... Okay, that's not it. Not that I don't think professors need that much schooling, but I don't think so. Do I have to go all the way to answer? Jesus. No. 2 strikes. Okay, let's see. Schooling past college. So anything, masters and above. I'm just gonna try it. Okay, this one actually using QWERTY. That's pretty cool. Wow. Surgeon would be in a doctor position, but... law enforcement wouldn't not be a choice. Trade, obviously not. Okay, let's see what they have, because I'm lost. Yep. Biologist. A scientist, I should have said. God damn it. Maybe it's too specific. A scientist would have been a better choice. Yes, please. Lawyer, teacher, engineer. Okay. I guess that makes sense, but a teacher is not getting a doctorate or anything. They don't get paid enough for that. Something a kid complaining about at summer camp. Something a kid complains about at summer camp. Okay. No phones. Although maybe I'm thinking 2 ahead in time, but I feel like this might be the right answer. I hate how I have to go all the way to enter. I mean, no phones, bugs, I don't know. Lack of anything, and electronic. Summer camp is one of those things that you only do in the US. I don't think they exist outside of the US. I don't think many people even do that anymore ever since like the 2000s. Homesick. That's probably gonna be, yeah, up there. Okay, well, we're not winning this one. Food, I guess. I've never been to a camp, so I couldn't tell you anything about this. Honestly. He's gonna say no television. Okay. Good. What's next? Bugs. I was gonna say that, yep. It's gotta be up there, yeah. If we're going by like stereotypical depictions, I would say like No Friends or something like that. Or Love. Or, I don't know, Jason or some shit. No DVDs. My god. Yeah, that better not be an answer. I was gonna say... Too hot. Okay, the weather might be it. Wow, okay. Oh, man. They might just get it. Loneliness. That's a very interesting one. Wow, okay. No computer. Okay. Could have said no video games, but that works too. No, not really. No electronics. Okay, we can steal the round. This one is for you. We're still looking for something a kid complains about at summer camp. Shit. I just want to say it just because maybe they're looking for a non-specific answer because they all kind of mean the same thing. Because you wouldn't have a computer, you wouldn't have a TV, you wouldn't have a phone, you wouldn't have DVDs. You wouldn't have any of that in summer camp. Survey says no. What's the answer? Poison ivy? I've never heard of anyone ever complaining about that. Give me the top answer, try to buzz in quickly. Surveyed 100 people, asking them something that ends with the word code. Don't be a lot, please, of answers, but passcode. Usually reserved for like numerical codes, not just, you know, alphanumerical passwords. And they're looking for a word that ends in code. Passcode, oh, did I skip? Did I press the wrong button? God damn it. I was just pressing A, you know. Something that ends with the word code. House code. That's stupid. Okay, so maybe I got to read it again because I don't know if they mean a word or a phrase. Yeah, I want to play. Oh, they're asking them. No, that's us. Something. Okay, just something. Code. Area code. Zip code. There you go. Not gonna get all of them though. I can't think of any more. Oh shit. Area code is all I can think of. Not number code. Not phone code. I'm trying to think. City code, law code. I don't know, dude. Regulation code. I don't know. What is a city code? As in, like, it's not up to code or something like that. Something that ends with code. Something that ends with the word code. Can't think of too many. That's kind of a pain. I mean, cheat code, but that's kind of stupid if it's an actual answer. Survey says, screw you. That's what they said. Okay, I gotta get some time to think. Something that ends with the word code. A secret code, some would say. Even if it is right, we're just stalling for time. I got nothing else. Security code, okay. People said security, yeah. I got nothing. Space code, computer code. Like computer code? As in coding? I like how the time pauses when you're typing, so it's not an asshole. No, okay. You would think code for a computer would be a term. Okay, well, let's see what they have. Encryption code. That would be security code, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd assume so. So we get the points. Awesome. Might actually win this one. Barcode. Okay. Dress code. Morse code. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Triple the points. Okay. Surveyed 100 people, asking them an animal that has large eyes. Cow. How large are we talking? Survey says not up there. Okay, so you want bigger animals. Interesting. This might be a pain because all I could think about is squid or whale. Maybe elephant, and that's about it. You know, I'm just thinking of big animals. Fish. That's too broad. It can't count as a squid. I was hoping. And there's 6 choices. God. Oh, another question. Okay. Well, damn. A place you might see a lion. I'm assuming they don't want Africa, so I'm just gonna say savannah. If I can spell it correctly. I think it has 2 ends. I think. I'm hoping they'll take my answer and accept it. Africa, there you go. What? I didn't press a button. It didn't let me press a button. It just said X real quickly. I don't know what that means. What are they, brain dead now? What is the game broken? Oh my. I broke the game. Okay, well that was Family Feud on the Genesis. The Genesis version is the same as the Super Nintendo, so if you can play both if you want, but this one was the Game Boy Advance version, pretty interesting, but pretty faulty. I just decided to die right here. But yeah, tomorrow we'll come back with Metal Gear. I just didn't want to do it today, but it is what it is. I just showed off my IQ, my high IQ with that, but yeah, until next time, I suppose. Hope you enjoyed some of these quick trivia questions, because I know I didn't, but goodbye.